I'm going to show you how to import items into ImageTrend Elite EMS, specifically CAD import. The CAD import brings in call data and your times. It does not automatically update, so you have to refresh. But by hitting the CAD button at the very top, the blue button opens up the CAD import window. Scroll down to find the unit and the correct incident. So here I'm going to select Medic 82 at Westmore and North Avenue. And I hit the little download arrow to the right of this window. What that does is that starts to import. If I go up to the timeline up here in the corner, I can see that it brought in the times that are currently in CAD. Again, this one does not auto update. As I get times, additional times, I need to hit the CAD button, and then it's going to ask me, do I want to download another incident? So if I accidentally downloaded the engine's times versus the medic's times or vice versa, this is where I could correct that. Otherwise, I'm going to hit reload current, and what it's going to do is bring the most current times into the report. It will also bring in the incident address under the CAD dispatch. And then also under scene, it's going to bring in the address. I can adjust those in these fields if I need to, if it's just West North Avenue and the city. Now I'm going to show you the driver's license import feature. Right here from your visibility filter, this is when you open a report where you start. You'll see in the middle here, scan 2D driver's license. By hitting that, it's going to ask you to open up Elite Utilities. I'm going to open that program and then position my driver's license that I have somewhere within the screen. It's going to import all the information that's on the license. You can verify the information in this screen. And what I do is scroll up and hit OK. When I tap OK, it's going to go ahead and place that information into my patient information, as you see here. It imports the name. The one thing we have found is sometimes the city does not match correctly. So if you see here, it brought in the zip code and populated the correct city off the driver's license. That's not always the case, especially with out-of-state licenses. And the last import feature is importing data from the monitor. If you go up to the blue button at the top, the EKG button, and press that, what it's going to do is show you the download from Physio Control for the last 24 hours. This particular iPad is set to Engine 82 under the device. You need to select the correct device, and from there you'll find the CAD downloads. I will hit the download button. I'm going to select this 1013 at 1225 and hit the button on the very right to download. And what it's going to do is going to bring those items in from the cloud that was imported. As you can see here, all these procedures from 1226 to 1233 have been imported and they're monitored data. By clicking in the timeline button up here in the upper right, I can look at those and edit those fields. The fields with red have to have information filled out. So it's asking me, was the procedure prior to our arrival? Was it successful? And this is talking about a 12 lead import. If you see down at the very bottom, it talks about 12 lead import. Click OK. I can also go back to the timeline and adjust anybody in there who may have done the procedure if it's not the author who did that. Image import, you'll see it does bring in a small image. You can click on the image and it will give you an image of what was brought in and adjust them as you see. Under Vitals, if I select a Vitals tab, you still have to fill in the GCS information, the method of measurement, and it also brings in a small strip as you see here. In this picture, you'll see the monitor rhythm, the SpO2 rhythm, and if you have them on capnography, you will see the capnography waveform down here at the bottom. If there's a double import, if 1233 and 1231 are a double import, however in this case they're not. You can also delete the item up here, go back to timeline, and you'll see the item disappears. If a time is off, I can also adjust my times right here and estimate in that area.